What's that you've been reading?
The Andanuth. I found it in that house yesterday.
Good?
Like nothing I ever read.
It's a road. There's a girl on it.
A girl? What's she doing?
Just standing there, talking to herself.
She's a guard.
I don't think so. Just a kid wearing a dress.
It's a trap. She's bait.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Maybe. Maybe not. We gotta check it out.
Sam, what are you doing? Sam. Go with him.
Are you the mailman?
What?
Are you the mailman?
No. No, I'm not.
I'm waiting for the mailman.
Yeah? Why's that?
My dad is waiting for a package. He ordered some books. Some game books. I'm going to meet the mailman when he comes. We can play games again.
Where is your dad?
He's over there. He doesn't talk much anymore. I think he'll pick up when his books get here.
You should just come with us. It's not safe out here alone.
What's your name?
Emmy.
My friend's right, Emmy. It's not safe. And the mail hasn't run in a... Well, the mail isn't running anymore.
I shouldn't be talking to strangers.
We gotta go. Now.
Where'd she go? Emmy!
Jukes, we have to find her.
Emmy!
Let her go. She's gone. Now, she was never even there.
Is that Emmy's dad?
It's the mailman.
It's Emmy's game books.
You know the rules. Take only what you need. Sam. Sam!
Emmy?
Your repurposed freighter drifts through space. As you stare out at the star-flecked void, another ship comes in. Wait, is this sci-fi? I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh, did we? That's cool. I can pivot. The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign. Alright, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, 3 strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job. A story once spoken is ageless. The dungeon imagined without end. The curious are the ones most courageous. The tree that endures has to bend. From stillness the mad mage is stirring. From countless voices the castle takes shape. Zagig will test the enduring. Those unlucky will never escape. Today's story comes to us from r/RPG Horror Stories. This is a story from about 15 years ago. I was GMing a game of Castles and Crusades. One player had a true neutral druid. The story involved the players investigating who was behind a sudden rash of goblin raids against a previously peaceful farming village, and if possible, put a stop to future raids. After a fight with a goblin raiding party, one goblin was still alive and had surrendered. The players questioned the goblin about who was coordinating the raids, but it soon became clear that he was just a lowly grunt with no real knowledge of the higher-ups. However, this is when the druid decided that he didn't believe the goblin. With the goblin tied up, he announced that he was getting his knife. "I'm going to make him talk," he said with a certain glee. He then threatened the goblin if he didn't reveal the commanding mastermind. I announced that the goblin was scared, but repeated in a cowering voice that he was ignorant of such things. Okay, he had his chance, the player said, and started to go into a graphic description of... I told him the goblin was screaming, but didn't reveal anything useful amidst his screams. The player, still convinced that he was hiding something, started to graphically At this point, it was clear that the other players were getting a little uncomfortable about the player's apparent sadistic glee in the graphic descriptions of torture. At that point, I stepped in and said, "Add evil to your alignment. By the way, an alignment change like that is going to result in you losing your druidic powers." That's when the player lost it. He said that since goblins were evil, according to the monster manual, it was okay to torture them for the greater good. Furthermore, he argued, true neutral simply meant that he could do anything, good or evil, to get the job done. Evil alignments, according to him, meant that evil acts were committed only for sheer pleasure. I stood firm and insisted that he had committed an evil act and the alignment change was justified. I then told him if we were to play any more games together, he would have to tone down the graphic torture scenes because it was creeping me out a little. That got him even angrier, and he accused me of implying that he didn't know the difference between fantasy and reality, i.e. everything in the game was just fantasy, so any content should be okay. That ended up being the last game I GM'd for the group. I ended up leaving the group not too long after for not altogether unrelated reasons.
Trollord Games. Join the fray.
I should open this.
All right. Looks like we're live. How is everybody?
Work.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hello. Today you have me and Mr. Farkas.
It's true.
Everybody else has ran off. Can you believe
Called
that?
me Jeremy Crawford earlier. Which is very
I did call him that. What's up, Wolf Alone? Kenny Yeager, Willie the Rat, see. There's Beaky Man, Maul. What's up, Shane? How are you, buddy? Roval, Greg, Malaki, Vesudius. My goodness, a bunch of people in here. How many people we got in here right now? Already off the
40.
bat.
You got 40 people on Twitch.
Already off the bat. That's fantastic. Got people.
What's up, Lando?
What's up, people over in Instagram?
Funky
land?
dysfunction with the first time chat. How's it going?
Hey, for everybody that's listening, we do have a giveaway going on. You have to come over to Twitch. So it'd be twitch.tv/TrollerGames. Give yourselves us a follow, and then exclamation point raffle will get you in the drawing. You can hop in. We're giving away some codes for some stuff off the store. Oh, I hate to hear that, Chris. Sad times.
There's a combination of sickness and family matters that pulled everyone in.
Yeah, everybody's
different
busy
directions.
right now and sick and running
Everybody's
off.
busy.
But not me and Jeremy. We're holding down the fort. Ain't we, Jeremy?
Yeah, hold on.
That's right, 30-06. Get in that raffle. Quadroma, good to see you. Going well, doing well. GMing CNC AP. Are you? Awesome, dude. Nice, Lando. I'm due for a game. I've got a game this weekend, but I'm actually playing in it. That's right. You heard me right. Playing in it. I'm not running. I'm looking forward to it. I'm playing a gnome assassin. Steve wouldn't like that, but that's what I'm playing. It's pretty fun, actually. Let's see. Yep. Team Gnome. I've got a guy in the game that's playing a gnome assassin as well. We're both playing gnome assassins. I know Davis would have a stroke. Him and Steve both would be unhappy. But, I'm looking forward to it, rolling the bones a little bit, not making any decisions, but causing lots of chaos, as most players do, as we all know, right? Hey, Keith, good to see you, buddy, sneaking in there. All right, good to see everybody coming in here. Yeah, I'd like to have some more CNC games going. We've got some stuff coming up. What, March? Gary Con? There is now. We went through the numbers, and I don't have an exact 100% number, but we have at least over 100 CNC games and like 20 AA games. That's a record, right? And then a bunch of kids harvester games and stuff, and then a bunch of demo games. So it's really pumping up there. Gary Con is. It's going to be really nice. A lot of fun. Yeah, I'm just excited about having all the demo games and the kids games, teaching people. It's good to see everybody play and everything. You don't get me wrong, but I love watching those kids play. It's my favorite thing, I think. All the Gary Con games. Yep. That's okay. My first character died, Halfling Druid. Time to roll up a new one, Half-Orc Barbarian. There you go. And just talking Pig Latin. Checking a message there. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, Pig Latin's the secret to that. Then it just blows everybody's minds. Question. When is the new Monsters and Treasury and Monstrous Armory due to hit the market? I would like to pick up a copy of each. Well, Bruce, Monsters and Treasure, the new one is out. Reforged is out on the store. It's out. You can get it. If you want to wait, the Monstrous Armory, I don't know. We don't have an updated release schedule on it. It's close. It's going through editing right now. In fact, I did my pass edit a few days ago. And the Monstrous Armory is badass. I can't wait. So if I was to extrapolate, it's what, February 1st, we'll say? February 1st for, I don't know, maybe mid-March, I'm hoping. Maybe I would love to see it out just before Gary Con so we could take it to Gary Con, but I don't know. There's some other books tied up there. The Adventurer's Armory is one of them, so I'm not real sure about that. It may be late March, I'm betting. But Steve's not here for me to ask right now. I would tell you exactly. But that's my best guess. So yeah, it's looking good too. I did a thing on Minotaurs in there, Fire Giants, and I think Cloud Giants was the three monsters I did. Jeremy did some stuff too, so we all did. Talking about the Monstrous Armory.
What about it?
Oh, they were just asking when they thought it'd be out. I was telling them probably after March, but we have what I did. I said you did some monsters in it, a bunch of different people.
Yeah. Layout's done. I think it's going to the printer.
Well, I don't know where it's at now. I did my pass. I was heartbroken. He took the Gnome Stew out. It broke my heart.
Did he really?
Yeah, I was sad. But
I fought like mad to put all my stuff back in there because I took out a lot of my stuff too.
Yeah, it's too late for me. I didn't know, so it's all good though. I'll sneak it in somewhere else.
Whoever made the smart ass comment about my Christmas tree? Listen, I'm getting to it. I'll take care of it later.
He's a firm believer in pagan worship of trees. So
true.
Let's see. Is there a bestiary coming for the second printing aid coming out? There is one coming out, Mirador. I'm not sure what title we've settled on. Codex Monstrorum, I think, or something.
If we have one more book named Goddamn Codex, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, I wished it was named something different too. It may end up in a different name. We don't know, but there is a monster book being worked on. But it's a ways out. It'll probably be. I would be surprised if it's going to be next year. I'm sure. Jason's got to swing his wheelhouse in that direction a little bit more.
I don't know if he started. There's the old version, which you can get a PDF of. But
yeah,
I mean,
the old version's on the website for free in the featured area.
Something important.
I'm sorry.
To keep in mind is that technically, Monsters and Treasure is an AA book. There are rules in there to support AA.
Yeah,
which are rules that do not appear in Castles and Crusades, like the sanity mechanic. There's no sanity mechanic in CNC, but there is one in AA. And those rules are in there. So they have a little bit more of a fantasy flavor, but something like the Serpent Man and stuff like that.
Which one are you talking about? Which book?
Monsters and Treasure.
It has, what does it have in it that's equal to AA? Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Did you put the sanity?
The new one
in the
is
back?
an AA book. No, they're not in the back.
Okay.
Those are just AA rules. So,
yeah, it's coming out now. Like I said, there's a free PDF of the old one on the website, and I think there's even a coupon in there for 15% off. So if you want to go grab it, you could use that. to get you something or whatever, you know. And there's a lot of monsters in the Monsters and Treasure that would work until the Monster Storm come out. You could probably get that free PDF and be fine, though. Honestly, man. Honestly, when you think Jeremy, I mean, you know, you have to make a little bit of changes, but it's not a big deal. Oh, let's see what else is going on here. Who was I saw the Savage said that about the Christmas tree. Oh, mercy.
Yeah,
sakes.
Bruce, I'll hit you up, Bruce. I think I'm 90% sure I know who you are. If your last name starts with a P, then yes, I know who you are.
Oh, that's right. He's one of the artists. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beaky, it's February's here.
Okay.
It's like the
Okay.
world, the year's going to be gone. Before you know it, it'll be December again. So that's all you can do about that. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. Those books. I really like the Monster Story. I like all the whole Armory book selection's great. We've got the mounts, then the main book with all the weapons in it, and then those monstrous armory, which has got all kinds of unusual stuff in it. Not just weapons, actually. It's got armor and stuff, and it's got a few things here and there that are unusual. You know, unusual things. I think I had my Cloud Giants had they had a big traveling Aerie. They could carry war eagles with them to go out and fight. You know, somebody had some sort of explosive mushrooms in there. I remember reading they exploded.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, there were clay. No, I think there were clay balls. They were made of clay, and they were filled with poisonous mushrooms.
that might have been kobolds. I don't remember.
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
small and nasty.
Yeah. Give pets to the puppy dog. How goes the resource book?
Resource book. What resource book?
He's probably asking about my crafting books when I'm asking about.
Oh yeah,
It's going
It'll be out.
swimmingly.
That'll definitely release before the heat death of the universe.
I have to have it done this year. He made me promise. So at some point, it's going to have to happen. I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to call in sick so I can work. So we'll see.
There are rules for psionic characters in Amazing Adventures, which is part of this Siege family. I was toying around with building some of my own because they operate a lot like spells.
Yeah.
In AA, so like it's if you're familiar with spells, it's the same kind of resolution, just slightly differently flavored. I was building something for like because I kind of like the idea that they feel and play differently.
Uh-huh.
So I was building some stuff for that, but nothing.
Did you like it?
Probably ever going to see the light of day.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, after I got those AA books, I pretty much am glad I use them at the table as much as the CNC ones now. I use them all, no matter if I'm running something modern or running classic medieval fantasy, because there's just too much good stuff in there not to pull out and use. I mean, there really is.
See, okay, all right. How do you start a poll in the thing?
Manfred, I just sent out I'm not sure. I mean, whenever it's done officially to the printers, I'll send them out. But I know I sent out a preview. I don't know if you got it or not. Way back, you should have gotten that. But I'm, I don't. I'll have to check with Steve and see. There might be another preview I can send out, and I'd have to look and see where he's at with that.
Stephen,
I'm sorry,
Chuck. How do I make a poll?
Poll. I can do it over here. What do you want the poll to be?
Psionics in your game, yes or no?
Okay. All right.
There's a correct answer to this.
Is it correct?
I need to know who I should cast my judgments upon.
Okay. All right, then. Let me get over here to the dashboard. I'll do it. There we go. Oh. Where's it at? Just did one the other day. Why can I not find that in here? Where are you at? Let me go back to home here a second. Something's not right. So let me do this. No psionics. Look at that, man. See, I remember using them like crazy growing up, right? I think everybody probably did because it was in the book, right? But I don't think I have anybody who's played psionics in my games in a long time. Actually,
Did you make the poll?
not yet. Trying to figure out where it's at in here. They've changed my interface around, so Let me get to a different different page. Let's see, God, that's bright. Holy shit. It's not even on our channel.
Mirador, I don't know. I have not read much Amazing Adventures.
What's the
Only
question?
enough to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about.
What's the question?
How the mentalist works in AA.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Now I've used A a little bit, but not. I've not dived into the classes. I've been doing it on my end.
Well, the moment has passed. The answer is you should definitely use psionics at your table.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because I'm tired of waiting.
No. I want to know why you feel like that they should be used at the table. That's what I want to know.
I mean, they're really great at challenging the expectations of your players. There's no, like when an NPC shows up and they're like moving stuff with their mind, and you're like, "Oh, I hit him with the anti-magic beam," and it doesn't do anything. They're like, "Wait a minute, what's going on?" It's a really good way to mess with people. And if you make that, like, say you got like a fighter or something as your villain, and then you give them psychic powers on top of that, that adds for a whole nother level of weird, which I kind of like.
Psionics at your table, yes or no? Right.
Yeah, they need to be different. They need to feel sufficiently, because like the easy write off is, oh, it's just magic. It's just magic by another name. It shouldn't be. It should be. It should feel very weird. It should feel very weird, and it should feel very alien because it's not natural. And it, like, even in a world where magic is natural, psionics should feel like this weird thing that's kind of creeping in,
All right.
either from like some sort of alien, like an extraterrestrial source or super science or whatever. It's definitely very science fictiony, but it's anything you can do to make your world weird and distinct, I think is generally a net positive.
I like that. I put it up for 3 minutes, so vote. I want you guys to vote because I want to see what you think about it. I've even got one for people who doesn't know what Sonics is, so that we'll know if someone in the crowd who's watching doesn't know, they can say, "Hey, I don't know. Please help me, Jeremy. Tell me what this is all about." Look at that. Kitty is voting. Look at that. Nice. We've got a wolf and a cat already voted. There you go. Let's see. Replying to what they're saying here. What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you. Manfred, good. Yeah,
I did
force
recently
powers.
learn. I did recently learn how to use psionics in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, did you really?
We did a psionic combat, and it was a nightmare. So I don't blame people for being opposed to it. But I then I did it with the second edition rules, and they're less terrible. They feel similar, but they're much more manageable.
I'm using psionics, Willie, to track the votes. All right, you've caught me.
Well, yeah, it has to fit the setting. Like if you've dictated that there's magic or nothing, or that like there's some element of your world that precludes that from being a part of it, yeah, don't throw it in. But
you
see
could
if
have
you
a
can't
world
find
where
a way
it's-
to make it work.
Well, you could.
See if you can't find a way to make it fit in, even as like an emergent new thing, because introducing new ways of doing stuff can really mess up your world, both in a bad way and in a good way.
Yeah, they have to be trimmed back, but it's like, Manfred, it's just like any kind of, even spells. You'll run across, we have spells that are overpowered in the books, It seems like you always that's one of the things a GM has to do is they have to be good about vetting stuff at their table and making sure that it works for your game. I don't think anything is overpowered or underpowered or bad or good. It all boils down to its relationship with you and what you're trying to do with your story and your game at your table, right? And with your players.
Gamma World.
Like Gamma World. Sonics would fit in perfect Gamma World. We would expect mutants.
They're in Gamma
Psionic. World. That would be a really good thing to put in Gamma World. You know what? Think about it.
They're in Gamma World. Mental mutations.
There's a new Gamma World out?
No.
So there's
like 15 versions of Gamma World. All of them have psychic powers.
I know that. I know that.
I know you know that.
AD&D 2E Psionics were much easier, but the wild talent system in the original Sonic Handbook was broken. They did fix. Oh yeah, wild talents. I remember that. Yeah, the poll is on Twitch. I probably should have said that.
I rolled up a wild talent and it didn't strike me as especially damaging.
You could be a telepathic plant.
That's in the fourth printing and fourth edition and onward of Gamma World. You couldn't be a plant in the first three, I don't think.
Right. So, for those listening, there were two people that did not know what psionics were. So, Jeremy, give us a brief rundown on what psionics are exactly. Is that like force powers? Right?
Sure, that's a yeah. It's less mystical than that, but yeah,
Okay.
it's something is mutated or weird about your brain that allows you to tap into. It's like an X-Men power. It's like it's a mutation you have that allows you to um, manipulate things with your mind. Sometimes it's just telepathy or telekinesis or mind reading or whatever. Sometimes it's like the
Sorry.
ability to make things burst into flames. What are you laughing at?
Chris, he said hooked on phonics for CNC. Hooked on psionics. That would be funny.
On psionics.
Oh
Be a
my
good title
God.
for a book.
I mean, it's like introducing any kind of new magic or whatever you want to call it. I mean, let's face it, psionics in a medieval fantasy game, sure, you could say the third part of it is being real, but it's a fantasy game, so therefore, ergo, it's fantasy, which means
But
it
like,
could be pretend, it could be magical. So,
I mean, consider how if you have like a really like capital M medieval with a bunch of extra e's and apostrophes on it world
right.
for your game setting. You're
If you're
like,
like,
oh, we're
if you're
doing
just
it
like
super
straight
historical.
up fucking Britain,
Yeah.
England, right? Fucking
We're
classic.
in plate mail. We got our pole axes. No, we're moving around the battlefield. Put one guy in there, one guy with psychic powers.
Right.
He will ruin that world. But I think that's kind of interesting. Watching one guy that has the ability to move things with his mind, destroy the world. Just make that guy your bad guy. It's like he's got a different kind of magic that none of us know how to use.
That's interesting. Never fear, the Bifford is here. God, that's a slogan and a half. Good Lord. Let's see. The Warlock
Bill
series of
hooks.
books.
That was the term I was looking for.
What's that?
Yes, exactly. Professor X in the Middle Ages.
Oh, there you go. I mean, it's not a far cry from what is it? The Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
Arthur's Court. Yeah. You swap out. Okay, King Arthur's Circle. Get rid of Merlin. Put Professor X in there.
That's
now
terrifying.
You got a game.
That's crazy.
Now you got a game.
Big bag moves. That's true. Marvel 1602 uses that. Oh, really? That's interesting.
Really? I know that.
Didn't know that. Huh. Bill Hooks. Oh, God. What's up, Flynn? Good to see you. Be rolling in here. It's just me and Jeremy today, so we're just kind of hanging out, shooting the bull, answering any questions people's got. We do have a giveaway. Give us a follow over here on Twitch at twitch.tv/trollergames. Follow, and the next station point raffle to enter the raffle. So Sparky says, I've been running the A14 Slaver modules and modified the Aired, and I've been reworking the Salve Lords to be unique in their own ways. Blood Mage, Shadow Mage, and now there's one that needs to be a big bad Sonic. Thanks, Jeremy. Look at that. He's got you taken care of.
Just picture in my mind, I picture a dude. This probably isn't cool to anyone else, but a guy with like an enlarged head, like those aliens from the classic Star Trek,
right?
The big heads. He's like floating around, and he's got like a bunch of like iron stones floating around his head, and he's like levitating everywhere. That's the mental image, and I don't know why I find that so compelling, but I do. It's a Telosian. Yeah, it's a Telosian with a bunch of ion stones levitating.
Telosian with a bunch of ion stones. Yeah, MODOK from Marvel. Yeah. The original Vision Golden Age Marvel. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
No, you're good. I mean, Salve Lords and Slave Lords are all the same. That's all good. Hey, I was going to tell you when you said that, when I got to play in the Isle of Dread game with Zeb Cook up at Page, right? That adventure was called Return to Isle of Dread. What it should have been called was Return to A1, the Stalkers, the Slave Lords in Isle of Dread, because it's literally what it was. We went through like a version of A1 in Isle of Dread. It was cool. It was very cool. The Salve Lords is a coalition of evil alchemists. It is known. Never used a character Sonics. I have, but I haven't used one in
the older
edition?
versions of the game.
I don't know, a long time
older
ago.
versions of the game, it really kind of threw things off because it's usually only one character that has them. And it's
It
one
did.
character that just has the ability to explode someone's head.
Yeah, kill people and stuff. Yeah, my guys were all
You're like, oh,
always doing PvP when we had them. Always.
yeah. But if you introduce a character, that can really throw things off. But if you introduce a
Nice.
character or a monster that combats that, you can kind of rein it in. Like you just put one brain mole in
Yeah.
a game with one of if you have one character with psionics and you put a brain mole in there, all of a sudden he has way more stuff to worry about. Or even fighting a mind flayer is way more dangerous for a psionic character than a non-psionic character. And then the other, of course, the other way to do it is everyone is psionic, which is what they did with Dark Sun, which I think is also a really good way to handle it. Probably a better way to handle it.
There are a lot of Dark Sun conversions out there for CNC. We've got like 3 listed in the Discord. It's a possible.
There's a lot of appetite.
There is a lot of appetite for that. Of course, Wizards won't touch it. I know that.
No, they won't touch it.
But it would be cool if we could ever do something like that in a tasteful way for us. I would love it. I'm just not sure, you know. But I loved playing Dark Sun. I thought it was cool. A good game. My girlfriend played a Menless in our first TLG game years back. She had fun with it, but it was only a few sessions, so we never got to export. Yeah. I'm really curious about it. Ninja and Psionic and AD&D. That sounds cool, Greg.
Dim Sun. Dim Sun sounds like a, I'm not even going to finish that. Don't forget I said anything.
Yeah, Lawrence Schick's another. Lawrence did White Plume Mountain, if I remember right. Yeah. Which is one of my favorite con games to run. Yes, Cannibal Halflings. They will be a new Clunade. I know Steve thinks I'm crazy, but I'll call them whatever I have to. I don't know what. The Hungry. I'll call them the Hunger. That's going to be their name. The Hunger.
Just make him fairies and he'll be all over it. He'll think it's the coolest idea ever.
I liked it, Shane, a lot. I remember playing it and everything, but it was also, it was very much like Mad Max to me, being out in the desert and stuff. It was really rough.
I can't tell you what I would do to make a Dying Earth setting for
Wow.
like public, like to print. Oh, that'd be so much fun.
I've got the DCC one. It's really good. I liked it.
I mean, that's not Dying Earth as in the IP, but like that genre.
That concept.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. It's a great end of the world concept. Fantastic. Yes, Crafty, you've got it right. I don't know about the Velociraptors. That might be a bit much. The ones that Jeremy made for us are pretty rough, man. They will mess you up. Did they make it? They made it into the MT, didn't they? The new Velociraptors, didn't they? Right?
Yeah.
I think they did.
The only dinosaur that didn't make it in was the.
And we had some Megafauna that didn't make it.
Yeah, no, I think the Parasaurolophus and the ones where they hit their heads together. Those are the 2 that didn't make it.
Oh, that's cool. Shattered. Yeah. What was the second one? The last one?
The ones who butt their head with the big head that they.
Yeah. I can't
First
think of the name of it.
ones.
Okay. Well, we'll have to have a beastry for Inclunate eventually, so we know that'll get it. Eventually, they'll be in print. All that cool stuff will. Like the giant sloth. Yeah.
Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is a very cool dinosaur.
I know nothing about it.
It's a feathered.
name.
Yeah. It's the really.
So
Have
like
you ever seen
the
that famous
we've got an
fossil
XP.
of the? No, have you ever seen the famous fossil of the dinosaur with like feathers, like really well preserved feathers?
I'm about
Thing.
to. Oh, one of those guys. They're like giant birds, kind of, but
They're
legs.
flying They're flying velociraptors.
Yeah, that would be badass. Ooh.
Although there is some evidence that juvenile velociraptors were also flying raptors. So
Really? Can you imagine, guys,
Seems like
having a valley down in Clunade that you go into and you have to cross it and it's filled with these things
true
flying
true
around?
velociraptors, I should say,
ones.
not Deinonychus, which is the one that's in.
That's the one that's in there, right?
Park.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
True velociraptor is about the size of a cat.
I
Could have flied.
Dirty. I'm not sure if Steve's ever played Dark Sun. To be honest with you, probably not.
He doesn't know what that is.
No, he probably doesn't know. I'm sure he knows of it, but I mean, he's never. I'm sure he's not.
No,
played
it's not the Silmarillion. He doesn't care.
Yeah, they didn't differentiate. He didn't like. He made them stick pretty close to medieval Silmarillion type stuff. When he played. Aren't I'm not sure we said something. It blocked that for some reason. Whatever you see that where Manfred said that it
Aren't
blocked.
something now
It,
thought to be feathered?
yeah, it blocked the creature. Whatever. I don't know what word that was. That's weird.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of them were feathered. Uh, a lot in
Jeremy's a
the
professor of dynalogy. Dark Star. Yes.
T-Rex. Um, possible. There's a lot of debate on that. If it was the case, it was probably that as young they were very fluffy. But with larger creatures, what you find is that they need more exposed skin to effectively radiate heat. So, which is why elephants don't have any fur. So it's likely that as an adult they would be pretty much skin.
Yeah.
If they had any feathers, it might have been ornamentation, or who knows, maybe a little bit around the arms. Who can say? But they were probably very fluffy as chicks, and then as adults, the T Rexes were probably. This is I'm not a professor at this. I don't. This is what I've heard and what I've read. They would probably lose it in adulthood.
So, Greg Rage had a great comment. Hell yeah, Sonic T-Rex King with mind domination abilities that creates a hive mind network with other dinos. Think about that, Jerry. That could be potential. For that.
Chuck, do you know about the Hollow World setting?
Yeah.
For Mystara?
I've got an old copy.
Do you know about who rules? Who rules in there?
That is familiar.
Who rules the Hollow World?
I don't remember.
It's a T-Rex with wizard levels.
Is it really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's an Archmage that's a T-Rex.
Huh. I'm gonna have to go back and read about that now. Oh, I remember Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, man. I remember that. Golly, that's a long time ago, Sweeper.
That's a great title.
Yeah, it was great. That's awesome. Elephants only have stiff, prickly hairs. I know this because I rode an elephant as a kid and remember being stabbed in the ass. Yeah, you have to go much colder if you want to get a woolly mammoth.
They have elephants have very wiry hair. You can bend it and it'll stay.
I wish people would stop guessing and just go build a time machine and find out. Right? I'm with you on that, Death Angel. Though I'm afraid if it does happen, we may not like what we find.
There's evidence. Speaking of the T-Rex, analysis of the Tyrannosaurus skull. There are what looks like veins to soft tissue near the ridge of the gum line, which would suggest that they had lips which covered their teeth. So you would not see the teeth on a T-Rex; just have big fleshy lips.
Right. Rick said, new from TLG, Sinosaurs. Man, we should make up some Sonic Saurians.
Oh man,
it would be awesome.
A dying Earth setting where you all play as psychic dinosaurs battling for control. You don't make that face. The asteroid has hit. I got it. The asteroid has hit. There's clouds of ash in the sky. Not everyone is dead yet, but most of the dinosaurs are dead. But there's a chemical X in the asteroid that was released into the atmosphere, bestowing upon the dinosaurs that remain heightened intelligence and psionic abilities. So now they're quickly assembling civilization and building technology to try and save themselves and get off the planet. Run that game.
I'm reading the comments, man. Chat's cracking me up. There's some funny shit in here. Raytail says we have enough billionaires in the USA that none of them have become Batman or built a time machine. Slackers. He makes a good point.
Is that really a Doctor Who episode? God damn it! I thought that was.
No, it just sounds like a Doctor Who episode. I doubt it. I mean, it might be one. Land of the Lost RPG World. Hey, man, that's exactly what I'm after. Slee stacks, dinos, and lost rich people. Fantastic. Can't wait. It'll be good. It'll be a good one. And no orcs. Down with orcs. Though there's low bane orcs in Inclunade, actually. I've decided, I was thinking about this the other day when I was writing my notes, I'm actually going to put a whole contingent of low bane orcs down there that have been lost. It's just going to be this like with the Japanese in World War II when you find these guys on the islands that's been there for 30 years. They think the war's still going on. I'm putting a whole battalion of low bane orcs down there that think that the war with Unclar is still going on and they're holding down this fortress. I got some cool ideas for it. I think it's going to be fun. You know. And they're going to find out that Unclar has been banished and they're going to just lose their minds. It'd be fantastic.
Dino Riders would be sick.
What's that?
They're talking about dinosaur properties.
Oh, dinosaur properties. Yeah, I kind of like dinosaurs. I used to read that. That was a good little comic. X Dino.
Remember-
Wasn't that a thing, X Dino? Or is he making that up? I think Savage is on.
You remember Dinosaurs Attack?
I know Mars Attacks.
Dinosaurs Attacks was a sequel series from the 80s.
How do you even know this? You weren't even alive then.
Because I went to a thing and I bought a
God.
blind box and they had a bunch of those card packs in them.
Oh, there they are. Tops. Sure as shit. Trading card. That's probably worth a fortune now.
20-year-old gum. It made me sick.
What? What? I think I missed something there.
Several years ago, I went to a convention and they have those stupid blind boxes full of junk, right?
Oh, full of
pay like
junk.
$5.
That's not what I heard. It's not what I heard. Okay.
But I bought one and it had a bunch of Dinosaur Attacks card packs in it.
Oh.
And I opened them. I didn't know what they were. I opened them. They had gum in them.
Did you throw them away?
And I was like, it was like 25-year-old gum. I was like, I tried it. It like melted. It like chalk in my mouth. And then I got really sick. But the cards were cool.
Did you do like me? Did you feel like I threw away my Magic Legacy deck because
I have no idea where they are. I don't think they're worth a lot. But...
Yeah, I threw mine away because I was like, who wants these? No one's going to use cards and play a game. I was a dumbass. Anyway.
Dinosaurs Attacks was awesome. Really violent.
Iron Sky, The Coming Race, 2019 movie with Hitler on T-Rex. Yeah, I've watched the first Iron Sky. Is there another one with him really on it? That's probably. Are you making that up, Willie? Let's look and see if Willie's making that up. I mean, the Iron Sky was not a historically accurate movie by no means of imagination. Oh my God, it's real, and there's Hitler on the T-Rex.
Don't show it.
Oh, I'm not. Hilarious. You can make it. We've reached a point in our civilization. You can make up whatever, and it's there on the internet. It's there. Bifford's youngest. Bifford, the youngest, and I are also enjoying watching the BBC series Dinosaurs from '89. It's Jim Henson puppets, not the mama. Huh.
Oh, the sitcom, the Dinosaur.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Thundercats. Most of the cool stuff in the 80s came out after I became an adult. Yeah, that's true. Not the mama. Thundercats.
I want to start an argument.
Well, there's Dave. You can start one with him. He's hanging out.
Oh, you know what I can argue about?
What?
I hope this angers a lot of people. I don't know.
No, easy. We got to see these people in public.
So I have not.
Snarf. Somebody said snarf. That's awesome.
I did not, as a child, read Dragonlance.
You what?
I heard about it. As a child, I never read Dragonlance. Any of the Dragonlance.
Any of the novels? Yeah.
None of them. And I was like, I'm hearing a lot about this. And I had a roommate who was like, yeah, this is pretty high shelf fiction right here. I was like, oh, damn, I guess I'll read it.
Right.
I got maybe 90 pages in, and I was like, this is the dullest shit I've ever read. I don't know how many of you have revisited Dragonlance. If you have fond memories of it, it does not hold up.
I have not read any of my old ones.
They're extremely childlike. They were written for kids, and you can. They're very simplistic.
Like Fire Jeremy. They're calling for your head now. Bring him down.
Yeah,
Dragonlance
I'm sure it was great as a kid.
He said it was good.
I'm sure as a kid.
Look what Savage said. Read Savage's comment right there. Read Savage's comment.
Dragonlance is great to read as a 10 to 12-year-old. As an adult, it's bad. Yeah, okay.
Really? Interesting.
Okay, so people agree with me. I'm a man of the people. I'm the people's
champion. You didn't answer the actual question that was put forth. Are hot dogs really tacos?
Nobody asked that.
Oh, yes, they most certainly
did. Interjecting.
I'm not.
Yes, technically they are.
Someone, who was it that asked? It was Manfred, or it was one of those guys that asked. I forget who it was.
Hot dogs are tacos if a chicken plucked of all its feathers is a man.
What? What? They're completely different species.
What's a man?
What? Versus a chicken?
Define a man. Define a man.
Okay, I'm right here.
That's subjective. Give me something objective.
You're supposed to be having an argument with the audience, not me. You're trying to trick me into some shit here.
No.
Look, chickens are dinosaurs. That's all. See, Willie's got it right. See, now Greg says hot dogs are sandwiches. Which are they? Are they tacos or sandwiches? I mean, because a hot dog bun is one piece of bread cut in a distinctive shape. It's not two pieces of bread, technically, even though 90% of the buns made out there suck ass, and they always end up being two pieces of bread. Tacos are
Does nobody know?
sandwiches.
Does nobody get what I'm referencing? Really?
What's that?
Nothing. Disappointed.
I'm I'm going to put Jeremy in time if he doesn't stop this chicken nonsense. That's bake. Oh my God! But many a hoagie doesn't have the bread cut through. Yes, you're absolutely complete. I've had sandwiches like that before too, which is fine. Except the problem is, I don't know. Seems like if you don't have two completely separate pieces of bread for a sandwich, then it just doesn't stay in place. You know. All I know is I have rolled hot dogs into tortillas before, and because I did not have a hot dog bun.
That's pretty rough.
Now we're really transcending into a whole nother form of hot dog. Okay, I got it. Tortas are sandwiches, so tacos cannot be sandwiches because they are not tortas. There you have it. I love Mexican food, though. I do. I like Tex-Mex and authentic Mexican. Either one. But though some Tex-Mex you have to watch because it gets too much, not enough Mexican in it. You know what I mean? It loses a little bit of that flavor sometimes, I think. I have room in my belly for GM Kenny's ready to eat.
It's like 6:15. What are you guys having for dinner?
We're having lasagna is what we're having at my house.
I wasn't asking you.
Oh, well, I was shut up then.
Lasagna sounds lovely.
Well, it's leftovers, but it is good.
Everyone in TV land, what are you having for dinner?
My wife's recipe for a lasagna is out through the roof. I tell you what, man. It's really good. Pizza. That's a good one. Denny's. All right.
Kielbasa and cabbage.
Who's having? See, I like kielbasa. I like cabbage. I do. That's a good flavor right there. Matchup. Leftovers. Yep. Let's see. I'm going to make a couple sandwiches because I don't have time for my proper dinner. Are you running the CNC game tonight too? Hey, everybody in the chat that's over here on Twitch at least. Well, all the chats. Actually, you can do this. Spam a bunch of capital X's if you're running or playing in a game of AA or CNC or one of our Siege games tonight. I'm just curious how many people are watching. They're actually going to get to play in a game tonight. So there's Lando. He's playing. He's got the X's down.
Wow. Thursday's the game night.
There's Kurt's got one going on.
Oh, Bifford with the O's.
Bifford with the O's. He wished he could.
Like, nah, get it out of here.
Had a troller. I know, dude. I know it. Savage, I've been after Steve. I want to do one. We could do one easily.
And Sparky, I'd love to play in a game run by you. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It's my 9-person game. There you go, buddy. Kill some of them. I still haven't seen any X's yet, though, Sparky. I don't know if you're telling the truth or not.
Pathfinder 2E, that's okay. That's still gaming.
Yeah. 2E's good. Dark Heresy,
second edition.
That's a good one.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of second versions.
So put a lot of X's in the chat if you've got any kind of a game going on this weekend or tonight or during this week in the past. See how many people
put an X in
this
chat.
Week.
Put an X in chat if you've ever rolled a die.
I was trying to see how many people game this week. Jesus.
Bro, it's going to be everybody. This is a gaming group.
We are starting the Hermit. There you go, Kurt. That sounds awesome. Crazy ass adventure. Hey, Scarlett. Good to see you. Yeah, look at all these gamers in here. Awesome. Pirate Borg. That's a fun one.
Pirate Borg is cool. It's crazy to me that Pirate Borg outsells Mork Borg. That's just such a strange fact to me.
Yeah. Here comes Orc Skull rolling in. Raiders from Orc Skull. Raw. What's up, man? Come on in. Have a seat.
I'm thinking about running an Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition game.
Orc Skull, there you go, buddy. There's your shout out. You guys were playing over there. I would have came and hung out, but I was working earlier today and had some meetings. I like to hang out in your stream, though. They have come for the cheese. Oh, heavens the cheese.
What play Rollmaster?
Rollmaster? We used to call it Rule Master.
There's crunchier systems out there. Like, what is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, like Mathfinder. It's got a lot of crunch to it. And then you've got, what's the other one? What did we call Hackmaster? We called it Mathmaster.
Sharpmaster.
Called it Mathmaster. Yeah.
What
Now a lot of this we didn't call until after closer to like 3rd edition came out because we were used to playing those rules growing up.
The crunchiest game that you can buy commercially is Rifts. Let's not.
Oh, you're right about that.
Not get it twisted.
Rifts has definitely got
like
lots
gravel.
of chunkiness to it. No, Rollmaster wasn't as bad. It had some really good charts in it. You know.
I love AD&D Second Edition too.
Oh, how's the
I just-
CNC Foundry coming along? It's coming along swimmingly. They have done. We've got the CKG.
They're pretty far
finished.
along with the monsters, so
Yeah, it's coming along good. I've got to get back with Ken and get this squared away here for the store so we can get this stuff out to everybody. But it's been very difficult to get this thing. I don't know, for whatever reason, the API has not been talking well. I've got to get back to him, though. I haven't talked to him this week, so I don't know where he's at with it. He was close to
all it takes is one update to break the API. So
Don't remind me of that. That's the only thing about software. I know.
I the thing about Rifts is I love the idea so much, but the game is so
Good cheese.
hostile toward you gaining any ability to decipher what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's why I'd be curious to check out Savage Rifts, because Savage Worlds is a pretty straightforward game.
Oh, hey, and any of you guys that just popped in here, you killed your thought, Jeremy. Just say it. We are doing a giveaway for the Raiders that come through. You just have to give us a follow. Exploit Support Raffle, get you in for some codes. We're giving away some codes for some money off the store this weekend or tonight. Anyway, Jeremy, what was you going to say? You were in mid-thought about Rifts.
Yeah, everyone loves the idea of Rifts more than the reality. I don't know. I'm just rambling.
The easiest of games is Advanced Fighting Fantasy.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know. I'm not.
Wait
I'm
a
not
minute.
familiar.
I think I've heard of that. Hold
Have you?
on. If it's what I think it is.
He's going to look it up, Bifford. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Champions.
Oh,
was
no,
kinda
it's not what
crunchy.
I thought it was.
Starport.
Never
You said
played
that was a
this.
pretty easy game. Ray did. Let's
I actually
see.
think
Oh, one shots. I'm not sure, Death Angel. I'm working on it, but I've got a lot going on. You know how it is. I'm gonna try to get some stuff. I'm gonna try to sit down and figure out when we're not going to a convention or a conference and figure some time so we can have some one shots lined up to do. I may just do them in the Discord, you know, because everybody's hanging out in there, and we could just have a night and people could show up. We could do some random one shots. Get Jeremy to run a game. I'll run a game. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
for what?
Just for the community, we want to do some one shots. I've been talking about doing it.
The community.
Yeah.
What's the community ever done for me?
I'm not with you. I'm not with you.
Yeah, we'll run some games.
Why are there so many books for Rifts? Yeah, there's a lot of
No.
books, man. Fate makes the easiest games. Make it a question
I
to
don't
get
know
Chuck's
it.
attention. Oh, sweeper.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, that's true, Ray. I see what you're saying. A lot of people don't know about that. If you are a veteran and you are currently serving or have served in the past, you should reach out to us at Product Support. We have a very deep discount for our veterans because we do support them. Email us there.
20%?
50%. If you're an
50%.
active, yeah, if you're an active theater, it's free. We'll ship it to you. If you're involved with the school or a library and you're trying to do a gaming club, reach out to Product Support. We could give your school or your organization some free books to use. All right, email us there. We like to see people gaming and learn how to game and to use gaming to get through life because God knows
I think we
it's
should
hard
exclude.
enough.
I think we should exclude the Mythos series from the schools program because I've been looking through those and there's
It's
some
just
pretty
the
adult
basic.
stuff.
You just get the
There's a lot
basic
of
books.
adult stuff in there
Oh yeah.
that I was not expecting to see.
Well, I mean, who didn't love the succubus from the Monster Manual? Come on. But
What is it-
anyway,
that was in 1977, Grandpa. I'm talking about today.
he just called me Grandpa. All right, I'm gonna have to. You don't make me summon a horde. I will do it if I have to. I don't want to. Have a bard dance off one shot. That's terrifying. You with the name Rage in your name, and you want to come up with a dance off. Would it be a rage filled dance? I feel like it would be. I don't know. Let's see. That's really nice for you guys. I never know. No one's ever really pointed that out to me before about the veterans thing.
Here's the difference. I can't believe I'm about to talk about this.
Yeah, and Sweeper, we have people who use the discount and order. They'll order like 5x5s. I need to put them up on the store. I don't have any now. We had to wait
If the-
for the Kickstarter, but they'll buy like a pack of players' handbooks, right? That kind of thing. Sorry, go ahead.
If the internet existed in 1977
It did.
commercially,
It didn't.
as it does today,
Right.
not as a secret government program, the putting that salacious art out there would not improve sales demonstrably because the need is met by the internet.
But see, you got to remember, and that back in that date and time. So, I'm talking about early days. You got to remember the Monster Mail came out before even the other books, right?
Yeah, it came out in 77.
Right.
78
So
and 79.
at that point in time, I don't think they even cared about the art as far as like using it for marketing. I mean, look at the cover for Christ's sake, right? You know? And then granted, 70s would have been a little more welcoming towards that kind of scantily clad stuff.
Well, they cleaned it up by the late 80s.
They did. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't. It's interesting. There are earlier books, like now, when somebody puts a book out, the first thing we talk about, what kind of art's going to have to be in there? What's going to be on the cover? But I'm pretty sure they didn't even go that route that much. I'm sure they did, but I mean, it just seems to me a lot of it was just like, oh, that's cool, we'll put that in. And they went on about their business. You know what I mean? Versus now, where there's intense meetings. You know.
I mean, yeah, that's a. I mean, Eldritch Wizardry had a pretty salacious cover, but that was drawn by a woman, which now you don't know what to do.
Is there a discount for people with 2 cards in the shop? Ha ha, Sparky! Yes, enter the drawing. When Chuck was in high school, he used to read letters to TSR. I mean, I used to do play-by-post in my mailbox. I mean, I did all that stuff. I'd cut out stuff out from the Dragon magazine, mail it in and shit. I ordered space opera through an ad in Dragon magazine. I am old as dirt. I will say that much.
Did you mail in box tops to get your copy of Arduin?
Oh, have you not seen the new Succubus yet, Sparky? Ha ha ha. Sparky's not seen the new Succubus or the new Incubus. I thought you had. Yeah, I'll show you those. I'll tell you what, I'll throw them in chat right now. All right.
Davis did Hyborian Wars play by mail too, and he has all his old stuff.
Yeah.
Still, which is pretty neat.
I loved it, man. I played in some play by mail game that wasn't even D&D. It was something like almost like Westward Ho or something. It was really strange. I did a lot of them because I didn't live in a place where there was any gaming shops. That's why there was nowhere for me to go buy stuff. So, I got my subscription. My Dragon magazine came in the mail. All that shit.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta.
Oh yeah, let me find those. I'll show you that art real quick, Jeremy or Sparky. Anybody else that hasn't seen it? I just actually got rid of it a while ago, but it's right here. It's not hard to find. Well, if I go to the right folder. Let's see. Incubus. There they are. All right.
What do you see?
The first one.
I see an incubus looking at me.
Yeah, here's the Incubus. This is the male version. Let me get Jeremy. I'm going to shrink us down a little bit, Jeremy. Show you guys some art here a little bit. I've got to show anyways. So the first one up is going to be she. Let's see. I wonder if I can. Should be able to. Copy, paste. Yep. Paste. All right, there we go. I had to make me some more placeholders. All right, so let's see. First one up is going to be. This is going to be. Well, that's not it. Clearly. There it is. All right, so this is the Incubus. This is the male version. Let me get it up here. Tell me what you think about this first off. I think I had that in chat the other day when I was running my stream. Here we go. That is the Incubus, right? The male version, right?
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, it looks. I thought that was a really nice piece. That turned out really good, I think. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Now for his lady friend, the Succubus. All right. Let me get her in here. That's really weird. And it is right there. All right, here comes the Succubus up now. There you go.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think? There you go. Yeah, that new art that's coming out for our favorite game in the world, D&D, is not like, I'm not digging it either. It's okay, but it's not very dynamic, I don't think.
I think
more artsy, I guess.
Well, it's no. Do we want to get into this? Because we can get into this.
No, I
How
tell you
much time
what,
do we have?
we don't have enough time, but I will do this before I do the drawings. Let me show you guys a couple more pieces of art real quick. All right.
Everybody looks like an elf.
So everybody looks like an elf.
That's the problem. Everyone looks like an elf now.
Everybody looks like an elf now.
Yeah, in the new D&D books, everyone's like,
oh, I see what you're saying.
Beautiful, like Vogue magazine faces.
Right. All right. So this piece of art here is the new sketch for the Book of Names from Jason Walton. For anybody who's not seen that yet, there you go. That's the early sketch. I love it because Steve asked him to put some little guys around there that were happy halflings, and he is surrounded by some nasty looking creatures. So that turned out pretty good. I'm looking forward to the final version of it. I think that'll be a really good one. Yeah, they're removing orcs. There's all kinds of nuts and stuff going on, but we know how that goes. Anyway, do you like the? I do too, Manfred. I love the black and white. I want us to. I mean, when we get done with these, I'm probably going to see about getting some black and white versions made too. I'll just go in and fix them so we have some of that, because I think we're going to actually try to have. I know we'll try to get all this stuff over on Noble Dwarf so we can have canvas prints of it. And Dakota's working on getting us posters, so we'll have some ways to get
that really
this stuff.
Reminds me.
Yeah.
What is that for? What is this?
This is a Book of the Names for the World Builders Archive. The old
Book of the Names.
Book of the Names. Yeah. Now this other one I will show you. This is the latest turned in final version. I don't think anybody's seen this yet. This is from the Living Fantasy book. Oh wow, I just really screwed up mine. There we go. Yep, this is the final copy for Living Fantasy. Let me get it set up. I had these already prepped to go, and then something happened weird. Some of these images are just massive when I get them from Steve and them, and I have to trim them down to make them viewable. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is from. This is the brand new one from Gary Gygax's Living Fantasy. That'll be out. This is our newest cover for it that Jason turned in last week. Look at that beauty right there. Just look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Jay. How's it going, buddy? Let me give you a little shout out. Lord Gasamba. You guys, if you don't know this guy and you like old D&D, this is the guy to go watch right there. Yeah, isn't that nuts? Look at that picture.
Look at all the detail. Holy cow.
He's just got all kinds of shit going on. I love Jason's artwork. It's just so good. It's so good. So I'm really thrilled. That's going to be on the World Builders Archive. That's Living Fantasy book. Those books are all going to be. He's doing all the covers for them, so they'll be nuts, right? It is a good piece, and it's very dynamic. We've been playing around with it. We put it through one of those animators, and the girl's running. It's so cool. It's just so cool. Jason it's just awesome. I like how you still got the whole theme going on with the doorways, the gates, in the background, Like that stuff's just pouring out, and this girl's running with her stuff, Anyway, that's a whole adventure right there, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the drawings for the giveaways. We're gonna draw a couple $50 or a couple $10 PDF giveaways, and then we'll do a couple $10 or $15 giveaways, and then a 25 for you guys. We'll do 5 giveaways tonight. Thanks, Jeb. I appreciate that. It is wonderful. We're very blessed to have him on our payroll doing this kind of work, because it's great. We've got a lot of great artists out there. I think David North's out there. I'm gonna give this guy a shout out too, just because he doesn't stream. I don't think. Yeah, David doesn't stream. I don't think he does. No, wait. I think you do say you did stream. Yeah. Go follow him. He does some art for us too, and he is off the chain. That new piece he did for us that's going to Patreon, right, Jeremy? It's from Exaltum, I think. You may not know. You may not know. You've not gotten it yet, but David, mind blowing.
Is that the angel with all the eyes?
I can't really comment. Steve said we're supposed to say something about it, but no, that's not it. But it was amazing. That's all I'll say about it.
Yeah, I posted the Demilord.
Oh, the Demilord. Did you post that? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I posted.
I don't pay attention to my emails, so I didn't see the Demilord. Yes, freaking awesome, huh? Man, David's got some great talent. All right, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get over and set up the giveaways. And thanks, guys, for coming and hanging out with us tonight. This has been a good stream. Really appreciate it. Here. Why is this not? There we go. Right. I will say I read that the light shed on the woman is coming from the wrong side compared to all the monsters left. Oh, interesting. Maybe it's got something to do with the planar shift or something. I don't know. What's up, Colonel? You just in time. We're going to do the drawing, so hop in on the giveaway if you want to, buddy. Express Point Raffle. Good to see you. We've been shooting the bull here. All right, let's see. We'll get this done. Oh, yeah, that turned out really nice. I can see it on the monitor of the stream. Yeah, that's great. All right, let me get over here and get these giveaways done here. Let's see. And we'll close out the entries. Let's see. And there we go. Entries are closed. No, they're not. Did they close? And I have to refresh the web page. That's where some of the stuff's funny. Yep, it worked. All right, we're going to do the drawing right now. A link will come up if you're new to our streams. It'll have a link to our Discord. You go over there and hit up Obsidian Risk. He'll give you a code for what you want, and you can go to the store and check it out. Just DM him, tag him, however you like. He may be watching right now. I'm not sure, but he watches very carefully in the chat and Discord for it, and people will help you. So. All right, so here we go. First winner for a $10. We're going to do 5. So first 2 are $10 off PDFs. First winner is Keith Jr., 42. All right, Keith. There you go, buddy. $10 off of any PDF product.
Wow.
Next up, Wolf Alone. There you go, Wolf. You got your $10 off. Excellent, excellent.
Incredible.
You're welcome, Keith. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, buddy. Next up for a $15 coupon code would be Sparky. There you go, Spark. Get you something. Buy something for your girlfriend. All right. She games. And let's see, another $15. GM Kenny Yeager. Congrats, Kenny. Congrats. Awesome. And last but not last, huge, is going to be for the $25. I bought her a set of TLG dice. You are a good boyfriend. I'll have to talk to you. That kind of hurts my feelings. Thought you were getting me some. Anyway.
It's hard to come by.
Final winner for $25 is going to be Death's Angel Shadow. Look at that, brother. All right. Congrats. Hey,
Friends of the
Jim.
show, one and all.
Yeah, awesome. Very awesome. Congrats, winners. That's great. All right, I'm going to set us up a raid and we'll get out of here. Let's go right into Eat the Surf. I think he's on. We'll hit up Dave. Let me get him set up here. He's probably going to be doing some Monster Talk, is my guess. Today's Monsters Talk is on Warriors of Krynn board game, actually. Interesting. All right, we'll go over and bug Dave.
Speaking of
Dragonlance. Hey, Dirty, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. You guys are great. We really appreciate it. Let me reset up my screen here real quick. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. There you go. I'll just go backwards. Makes it easier. Oh, no. I went too far. Jeremy. I have made mistakes. Hold on. I did hit the wrong button. I need me a, I need me a thing. Right? Anyway, let me get the raid started. I don't think I got the raid started. Yeah, wrong
Troll
button.
Lord
Thanks a lot,
Games.
Lorca.
Join the fray.
Let me find it here. Get off the screen. And now Jeremy's then went to sleep. Great. That's fantastic. No, I'm just kidding. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Hey, you're welcome, man. We really appreciate you guys. We couldn't do it without you. Join the fray. That's right. Join the fray. We'll be back. Let's see. Next stream will be Monday with Grace if she's feeling better. I think she's going to try and do her.
Is there not a weekend stream?
Not this week. There's not. Nope, not this week. But soon. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. We're going to go over and raid into Dave. Give him a follow. He's a great dude. Old school. And have a great evening. Thanks so much. And don't forget, Troza! Ow! We'll see you guys later. Peace.
See ya.
Raid now.